If there was one skill I would teach leaders, is this. Not only leaders, everybody. The ability to just listen. Not having any opinion, not reacting, not wanting to give solution, not wanting to make a conclusion. Just take in the information. And yes, even if that information is not to your liking. And yes, you can develop this ability. I have developed it in the past 10 years or so. It was very difficult, but today I have it. I can sit quietly for hours and listen to the people who I disagree with. And then walk away with, okay, that was interesting. And that's it. And then I think about it. And then I always find something that I can agree with, even if it's a small, tiny piece of information. And this is how you grow and learn, by exposing yourself to ideas that you completely disagree with. And yes, that may come from people who you don't like, but you have to stand your course. And why it matters in leadership development is because leaders like to think that they listen, but they don't. Once I was working with a head of department whose team was in a chaos. And we had this exercise of sitting in the room with his team members, and all he had to do is listen to what the team members were saying. Within the first minute, he was responding and replying. I'm like, hey, we are not here for that. Within 4 minutes, he stood up and left the room. I had to go out and get him back into the room. 10 minutes later or so, he did it again. And in the meantime, he was just trying to interrupt what people were saying. And he was like, it's not true. I'm like, it's not the point of this exercise. We are training you to be able to listen. He did not like it. His entire body posture changed. Every cell in his body were like, we can't do it. Now, when you are in that stage, you cannot lead and manage people, which he was the proof of. If you cannot sit there in any kind of situation, as a friend, as a family member, as a manager, as a leader, anybody, and just take in information, and then later on go away and think about it. You might disagree with it. You might have reasons why you are doing certain things. But if you can't even hear what people say without emotional and physical reaction, i.e. standing up and leaving the room, when you want to sort out your team dynamic problems as a leader, you should not be in the leadership position. So yeah, I think it is a super skill just to sit there, not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just here to hear you out, and that's it. I'm just here to take in the information.